Alright, we're back to basics. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here, and today I am doing another Pixel Tower Defense tier list. This time though, I'm just going to be talking about the maps of Pixel Tower Defense. The majority of it is just going to be telling how the map looks and how it plays and how the gameplay works with Pixel Tower Defense. Right now, currently, there are about, like 11 maps in Pixel Tower Defense. It's pretty little in my opinion, like some games have way more. I think in the next patch, they're going to add another 3 more along with this 11. So I gotta make this video quick, man. I gotta make this video quick, or else they make a new update and I gotta start all over again, bro. I gotta be quick on this. Let's start with the first map, Abandoned Outskirts. Abandoned Outskirts, in my opinion, is like a desert landscape. There's like some crates over here and stuff like that. Oh my god, I just realized like the setup that I used to make Pixel Tower Defense Dealer and Grinder Guide, it's still here. The loadout is still here. I legit haven't been on Roblox for a dead while, man. I think this is the easiest map, pretty sure, because it's definitely the longest. Definitely, it looks incredibly long. I think this is the only map where I won Veteran Impossible in before the nerf and all that. Never won Veteran Impossible in any other map except for this. But yeah, I would say this map looks incredibly cool in my opinion. And I love this midpoint space. There's a lot of space to put in characters. There's a lot of space for the zombies to move around in. There's a lot of space, a lot of good places that you can put in here. Yeah, I honestly just like this map and its design in my opinion. Definitely quite a beautiful map in my opinion. It's quite a beautiful map. It plays well and yeah, I just like it in general. Alright, next map, Heaven Garden. Let's do this. One thing I'm really pissed off about here is that the river looks so awkward. Like, look at this. If you have one graphic, it's calm, everything looks fine, it looks less detailed, yes, but when you pull it to like 10 graphics, like, why is the water over here less blue than the water over here? Is this some like advanced shading going on or some bullshit? Like, what? I don't know, man. Like, the water just feels very weird. It just feels incredibly weird to play around with. Honestly, it would have probably been better to, like, I don't know, model some running water. I feel like they should have modeled it to keep like the water running or something like that. I like this reflection though. This reflection looks quite nice. I don't really like how this map plays. There's like one path of this whole map that's just completely unused. There's this entirely nice path, but it just doesn't get unused. The way they signify where the enemies is gonna go is to have this part highlighted, which is kind of lazy in my opinion. I feel like they should have done more. They should have planned this map better, because I feel like some areas, like this part over here, why can't we use the whole part of this? The aesthetic is nice, like the pixelated rosy heaven aesthetic. It nails it pretty well. In terms of gameplay, it just doesn't work really well as a map in my opinion. It's an okay map. I like the aesthetic, I like the visuals, but as a map, it's not really that good. Inside the Code, in my opinion, is honestly like a really good map. It plays pretty well, and like the Cody like type of aesthetic is pretty nice as well. This one was probably like one of the most simplistic maps in terms of design. I'm pretty sure this probably took like what days to make compared to the others, which took like weeks. But the skybox, I don't know, man. I feel like the skybox could have been done a bit better. Like I think this is just basically just ripped off of the Roblox toolbox. I think when you're in gameplay, like, you don't really care about the skybox. It just acts like filler, but when you really look at it, like, that just looks rough, man. That just looks rough. Gameplay wise, it's good. It's good. It's the pathing. I like the pathing. I would say, yeah, it's a good map. It's a good map. Islands, I would say Islands is actually kind of a mixed bag for me, because it also has the same problem as Heaven Garden. Like, I don't know why the water in this game is just super weird. I mean, the reflection of this line, it looks pretty good in my opinion. This water effect of the, like, this feels a bit clunky in my opinion. This just feels a bit weird. Although in terms of gameplay, this is also one of the easier maps, definitely. And like the 4 islands, that tree aesthetic, you know, it's fine, I guess. Like, it's a lot of greenery, there's a lot of shrubs and anything, but it's nothing that's impressive or whatever. It's not anything that's like revolutionary. It's not like a revolutionary concept. One of the things about this map that I really like is that it kind of forces players to like spread around their damage, spread around their characters a bit more. In terms of games like Abandoned Outskirts and Inside the Code, you're basically just forced to put your characters around this range, and here you have to put your characters pretty much around here, sometimes around here, sometimes around here as well. It's very spread out. You have to spread out all your characters to have the maximum effect, which is a nice shakeup in my opinion. Overall, it's okay. Like, it has the island aesthetic, I guess, but it's not really anything that's mind-blowing in my opinion. Alright, Magical Valley. Okay, let's get into it. I feel like the design of Magical Valley is way better compared to, let's say, Islands or whatever, which I feel is kind of a bit plain, a bit boring. I love like kind of like the medieval, like, I don't know, RuneScape type of vibe that I'm getting from here. It feels more mystical in my opinion. It feels better. I've literally never noticed this torch like until now. Like, I literally, like, during gameplay, I just never thought about this torch at all. This possibly one of the hardest maps because like the pathing is so little. Like, look at this, they go here, they go to the right, they go to the left, boom, boom, and they're at the end. That's basically it. But I like the design of this though. I like the design of this. I wish they possibly had like this square moving around but at higher graphics. It would have been probably like a nice touch. But overall, this looks incredibly nicely designed in my opinion. As for gameplay, I can't really say this game functions that well. It also runs into a problem of Heaven Garden as well, where not much of the pathing is used to its fullest potential. It's like some paths over here. It's probably some paths over here. Like they could have done like they probably could have done something way more. The path that they chose is kind of boring in my opinion. Maybe they could have shifted like the enemy spawn points to somewhere else, changed a bit of the pathing to make it play better. I don't know. But as it stands right now, it doesn't really play that well. Good aesthetics. I like the design of the map, but in terms of gameplay, it's kind of bad. I'm just gonna put kind of okay-ish. Like most of these maps, these 3 maps, they're playable, I guess. But if these 2 are in the table, I wouldn't specifically choose them. The Pond is another good map in my opinion. Pond is another good map that I feel like it's very well designed as well. Majority of these maps usually have okay to good design, sometimes outperforming what they usually have. And I think Pond is one of these times where I feel like it truly shines though. One of the extra details they might have added is actually make these houses like accessible, you know, like actually adding props inside these houses. They'll probably be like a nice addition, honestly. As for gameplay, it's serviceable. It works well. I would say this is a good map in my opinion. This is a good addition. The design is cool. The gameplay is nice. Yeah, I would say Pond is a pretty good map to play on. It's a quite enjoyable map to play on. Mystical Island, or whatever the hell this is called. This is a very, very, very beautiful map. Holy, this is incredibly good. Like the design of this map is incredibly nice in my opinion. I love like the swampy, like purple aesthetic that this map gives off. The colors like blend in with this incredibly well, and the gameplay is also quite fun as well. This is one of the most fun maps that I've ever played. And the enemies coming off of like a boat, like this idea is just incredibly fun. Imagine there was like an animation which like showed like the zombies coming like on top of the boat and climbing out. That would have been such a cool idea in my opinion, but that probably takes too much work. Oh, oh my god, they actually like see them getting hit. Yo, is that like a new addition? They actually turn like slightly red when they get damaged. That's actually quite cool in my opinion. So yeah, this is one of the most beautiful maps of all time. Plays really well as well, and I feel like the newer maps just show like a completely different level compared to the older ones. Neighbourhood Mayhem is another map where I feel like it's just incredibly good. This looks so well done. This is possibly my most favorite map in Pixel Gun Tower Defense. The trees, the shrubbery, like the amount of chaos in the middle of the road with this truck carrying on boxes and all that shit. Enemies coming out and coming into houses. Oh my god, bro, this is such like a fun map in my opinion. I feel like there's a lot of love made to this map. As for gameplay, it's also pretty well done. I love how like you could like place like towers, like tower characters over these crates over here. It's just like an incredibly fun experience to have. Easily probably possibly far and away my most favorite map in Pixel Gun Tower Defense, honestly. If this was the quintessential map for Pixel Gun Tower Defense, I would definitely pick this. This definitely impressed me when I first loaded it up. No question, this is beautiful. Beautiful map, 100% would recommend playing this. Sakura Sky Island is basically just the normal islands, but better. The pink trees and like the pink floor and that Japanese aesthetic or whatever. I would say it works way well here. I love how they come from like a portal or something. The map also plays really well as well, but I don't like how there's like so much path over here that's just most of the time it goes underused. This map originated from Critical Tower Defense. I can't really say for sure because I've never played Critical Tower Defense. I love this extra touch where they credited like the original owners. It's quite a noble act in my opinion. I really like that. Overall, like it's a good map. Actually, it's a good map. It's a good map in my opinion. It looks really well. It looks incredibly well done. And I think the Sakura aesthetic actually goes really well in my opinion. Shambled Shafts, bro. Like this map, I think was the hardest map in the game at one point. One of the things that pissed me off was that like the most important corners were just blocked off by rocks. Like this was just incredibly bullshit to me. Now they added like some crates, some places over here where you can place characters to make the game easier, I guess. But before that, the map was just so horrible to play. One of the things that really pissed me off though is that when you kind of fall in here, like you just can't get back up immediately. What you have to do is that you have to walk to the corner over here or go to over here just to get up. Why? Why is this a thing? Why could you make the floor like right under the bridge? Why couldn't you just do that? that. But like this extra detail, I don't think many people notice like this cave, like this extra cave that's at the back end over here. Overall, like Shambled Shafts covers the aesthetic kind of well, but I feel like its gameplay is just horrible in my opinion. I feel like it's not really an enjoyable map to play, especially when you're playing in groups. It's just a mindfuck to play. Definitely kind of odd in my opinion. Sky Islands is a map that I just hate. Like this map is possibly like the hardest map for me. It's also similar to Islands in a way where you have to like spread around your defense, but this map just does it in a way which I really hate. The amount of prime spots that you have is incredibly little, and overall the map just looks okay-ish, I guess. It's only like a bit better than Sky Island. This water texture just looks ugly, bro. It's like this just looks ugly. I can't even go through the water, man. Am I literally that weak? There's some nice ideas here and there, and I kind of like how like the bottom is like separated by the clouds. You know, I like that aesthetic. But overall, I just don't really like this map. I'm going to at kind of odd actually. Volcano Island is not a great map. Oh my god, like there's like some volcanoes and some lava, yes, in like Sky Islands and whatever, but this map is just crazy, bro. This map is just crazy. This just gives me like a volcanic of doom vibe. It's just incredibly nice in my opinion. The skeletons over here, like the skulls over here, over there, all of this, it just looks incredibly cool in my opinion. There's also like a lot of like details over here, like the green shrubs and some of the rocks as well. It looks incredibly cool, and the lava texture over here is just nice. This is incredibly well done. This video is just basically just me like asking the developers to do like stupid shit and like ruining their day. So yeah, this is my tier list for Pixel Tower Defense. So far, there are no maps where I flat out think, yeah, this is terrible. There are some maps that are better than others, but overall, they all kind of fall in this like decent to really good range. Some maps are just visually appealing, like this one over there, and some maps just play really well, like this one over here. And definitely there are going to be new maps in Pixel Tower Defense soon. They may add like 3, 4, even 5 new maps in the next patch. I don't know, I'm super hyped right now. I don't think it's a surprise that the 3 new maps come up on top. Definitely, like these 3 maps look so much more better than the ones that the game came out with. Definitely, I feel like the developers have leveled up in skills since the release of Pixel Tower Defense. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.